So following on from the previous video, we were trying to work out the probability of us hitting the golf ball and it landing in the sand. Given that our skill level is in such a way that the probability of us hitting the green is given by a half. So this is really our skill level here. Okay. So we got to this stage here where the probability of us hitting it in the sand is given by the volume of the sand divided by the whole volume. And we were trying to work out the volume of the sand here, and it was blah blah blah. It led us to this. Okay, it led us to this. But we were saying that we can greatly simplify this by looking at the initial condition. Well, the initial condition was this. Well, the initial condition here would give us this. Just looking at the initial condition, it would give us this. The point is that once we've got this, we can put it into here to tidy this whole thing up. Okay, so earlier we got to this stage here. Now by looking at the initial condition, it gave us this. So we can now put this into here and into here, and it will tidy itself up. So looking at this, I'll visualize this as this. Okay, because remember from indices, x to the power of a and then to the power of b, that equals x a b. So here take this 4 out. So you've got this thing here. So basically, when you get this to the power of this, it's simply a matter of this multiplying with this. That's this bit here. Well, you can visualize this as this, and then this as this. Now remember, looking at the initial condition gave us this. So e to the power of minus a squared is a half. So the initial condition gave us this. We can now put this into here. Okay. So remember, this is e to the power of minus a squared, which is a half. This is e. This here is e to the power of minus a squared. So this whole thing here is simply a half. Okay, same as this thing here. So that will then give us this. Okay, and this number here is tiny, because if you look at our model here, the further out you go here, it's going to head towards 0 very quickly. So we can it's negligible, this bit here. So let's just well, this whole thing here approximates to this. Okay, so this here is our volume of the sand here. So now we remember the probability of us hitting it in the sand is given by the volume of the sand divided by the whole volume. So now we need to work out the whole volume. And we've done this several times in some of the earlier videos, where the whole volume is really us integrating from 0 to infinity. So the whole volume is really pi c, okay, pi times c. So now the probability of us hitting in the sand is well, this is the probability of us hitting the sand. This here is this here is the volume of the sand. This here is the volume of the whole thing. So the probability is the volume of the sand divided by the whole thing. This is, well, simplify it, it will become this. So this is a probability of us hitting in the sand, given that our skill level is in such a way that the probability of us hitting it on the green is a half. So well, if the probability of us hitting the green is a half, then the probability of us hitting in the sand is given by this. Okay.